In the last video, we watched an army of agents orchestrate a whole workflow by talking to systems through MCP servers. But how do you actually build one of those servers? Today on the whiteboard, we build your own MCP server in Python with FastMCP, test it like a pro, and plug it into a real agent, real code, and a real worked example. Let's draw it out. Quick recap of the promise. When agents run a workflow, every system they touch, the CRM, the catalog, finance, gets wrapped as an MCP server so any agent can plug in. Today, we keep that promise. We'll follow the official Model Context Protocol guide, the build server tutorial, and write one of those servers ourselves, from an empty file to a working tool. 30 seconds on what MCP is. The Model Context Protocol is an open standard that connects AI applications to your systems. Think of it as a USB-C port for AI. On the left, a host application, like Claude, with an MCP client inside. On the right, your data and your APIs. And in the middle, the part you build, an MCP server, a small program that exposes your stuff in a standard way. An MCP server can expose three kinds of things: tools, actions the model can take, like fetch a forecast or run a query; resources, data it can read, like files and documents; and prompts, reusable templates. Tools are the workhorse of most servers, and they're what the official guide builds, so tools are our focus today. Here's the worked example, straight from the official guide. A weather server. Claude asks the questions. Our little Python file, weather.py, is the MCP server, and it calls the National Weather Service API for live data. The server exposes exactly two tools: get alerts, which takes a US state, and get forecast, which takes a latitude and longitude. Step 1. Setup. 3 commands. First, create a new Python project. We're using the UV package manager here. Second, add the dependencies, the MCP software development kit with its command line extras, plus an HTTP client for calling the weather API. And third, create one empty file, weather.py. That's the entire skeleton. Step 2, and this is where FastMCP shines. You import FastMCP from the MCP SDK and create your server in a single line, just given a name. That's it. Weather is now a real MCP server. It speaks the whole protocol for you. It just doesn't have any tools yet, so let's write one. Step 3, the magic. You write a normal Python function and put one decorator on top, mcp.tool. FastMCP reads the function's signature, the type hints, and the docstring, and generates the tool schema from them automatically. No handwritten JSON schema, no boilerplate. The function is the definition. Pause on that, because it changes how you write code. The agent reads your tool's name, description, and parameters to decide when to call it and what to pass. So the docstring isn't decoration, it's the interface. Write it like documentation for a very literal new teammate. Say what the tool does, what each argument means, and give an example value. Inside Get Alerts, it's plain Python. Build the National Weather Service URL for the state. Await the request, with proper error handling. If there are no active alerts, return a clear sentence saying so. Otherwise, format each alert, the event, the severity, the instructions, and join them into readable text. Notice the return value is just a clean string, easy for a language model to read and quote. Tool 2, Get Forecast, is the exact same pattern. Decorate with mcp.tool. Type the inputs, a latitude and a longitude, as floats. Document it. Call the forecast endpoint and return the next few periods, temperature, wind, and a short description, as formatted text. Once you've written one tool, you can write them all. Step 4. The last 2 lines of the file. Run the server with the standard I/O transport. That means your server talks to its client over standard in and standard out, exchanging JSON RPC messages. No ports, no web server, nothing to deploy. The host application simply launches your file as a child process and pipes messages back and forth. Now, how does an agent actually find your tools? At startup, the client connects and asks the server what it offers. Your server advertises its tool names and schemas. That's the discovery step. The client hands that list to the model. Later, when the model wants weather alerts, the client sends a tool call. Your Python function runs, and the result flows back. Advertise, discover, call. Here's the professional habit. Test the server standalone before any agent is involved. The MCP Inspector launches with one command from your terminal using npx and opens a small web interface. You can see both tools, inspect the schemas FastMCP generated, and call Get Alerts by hand with a real state code. Find your bugs here, where they're obvious, not buried inside an agent conversation. When the inspector says it works, wire it into a real host. In Claude for desktop, that's a small JSON config, the server's name, the command to launch it, and the arguments, including the absolute path to your project. Restart the app, and your weather tools appear. Then just ask, "What's the weather in Sacramento?" and watch your own tool light up. So what's happening under the hood when you ask that question? 5 steps. The client sends your question to Claude, along with a list of available tools. Claude analyzes them and decides which to use. The client executes that tool through your MCP server. The results are sent back to Claude, and Claude formulates a natural language answer. That's tool use, end to end, through a server you wrote. And now the payoff from last time. Remember the army of agents building a customer quote? Wrap your CRM exactly the same way. A Get Customer tool, a Find Deals tool, each one a small decorated Python function. Do the same for the product catalog and for finance. Suddenly, every system in that workflow is a standard port, and any agent, present or future, can plug straight in. A few best practices before you ship. Keep each tool narrow with a tight docstring. Return clear, structured text. And when something fails, return a helpful message instead of crashing. And here is the classic gotcha, straight from the docs. In a standard I/O server, never print to standard out. It corrupts the protocol messages. Log to standard error instead. Your future self will thank you. Want to go deeper? 2 free next steps. First, the official build server guide at modelcontextprotocol.io. Everything we drew today, with a complete code plus client examples. Second, Anthropic's free courses on Skilljar, Introduction to MCP and MCP Advanced Topics. Register, take them in order, and you'll go from your first tool to production patterns like resources, prompts, and remote servers. Let's recap the whole build. Create a server with FastMCP, 1 line. Decorate plain Python functions with mcp.tool, and the schema generates itself from the signature and the docstring. The server advertises its tools, and clients discover them at startup. Test standalone with the MCP Inspector. Then register it in your host's config, and your agent has new hands. That's building your own MCP server. 1 file, 1 decorator, and a standard port that any agent can use. Pick one system you care about and build the smallest possible server for it this week. If this helped, give it a like and subscribe for more hands-on whiteboards. Thanks for watching, and happy building!